work together to remove detainees from the vans and get them to safety while the bullets were flying. These agents were heroic, clearly willing to lay down their lives to save the lives of the detainees in their custody.
Crews here in Novi are working overnight to get this huge water main break repaired, and the city's free water giveaway has ended for the night. I'm Tanisha Cordell. I've got more details and what you need to know just ahead.
Every time you see him, I'm going to make it help. If you want to I'm going to right back.
Wide-eyed for good reason. I'm Jessica Dupnack. We'll explain how a traffic stop led to a stalking charge coming up.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 10 starts now.
We begin with breaking news tonight. Michigan avoids a government shutdown. Just days before the deadline, lawmakers reach a budget deal. Good evening, everyone. I'm Taryn Asher.
And I'm Ruth Raj. Governor Whitmer, Senate Majority Leader Winnie Brinks, and Speaker Matt Hall say it pumps nearly $2 billion a year into fixing roads. Fox 2's Tim Skupik is live in Lansing with more on the deal. Tim.
Group, quite a day. Who says government doesn't work, eh? Let's be candid here. There were a lot of people in this town that didn't think those three people that you just mentioned would get their act together and come together. What they did today was they signed an agreement which is a framework of an agreement, which in layman's terms means they've agreed to get this job done. Some of the details will have to be worked out in the budget, but some of the major pieces are now agreed to by the Speaker, the Democratic leader in the Senate, and Governor Whitmer. Mainly that road fix package. She's been trying for 6 years to fix the you-know-what roads, and now she's just one house away from getting her deal done. It's $1.85 million, not as much as they wanted. Remember, they wanted $3 billion. But what do you do in politics if you can't hit that target? You change the target, which is exactly what they did, and the Michigan House ratified it earlier this afternoon. We spoke one-on-one with House Speaker Matt Hall tonight, who was basically saying, we're going to deliver this thing and not shut the government down. Let's listen in.
We've all agreed to get it done. All of us have made that agreement, and we've made it public. And so, you know, that's putting some pressure on the politicians to perform.
And you are confident the government will not be shut down?
Yes, I'm confident that government will not be shut down because of the framework we came to today.
So hang on to that tape, because I think it's going to come true. The only way, as we talked tonight with the Speaker, the only way he says this thing can fall apart is next week in the state Senate. The Senate leader can't deliver the votes. But the insiders tell us that she and the governor, Ms. Brinks, and the governor have got their act worked out. There's basically no way for this thing to fail unless something out of the blue comes out next week. So all of the attention now goes to the Senate next week. They come back in town to ratify what the House did today. And if they put all the budget numbers together, everything will be hunky-dory and no government shutdown, guys.
Well, which is great news. Tim, question about the schools. So many people concerned about the school aid budget and where the money will go there, school meals. Talk about securing those right now.
Yeah, significant question. A lot of school officials out there tonight are thinking, yeah, they said they're going to do it, but we don't believe them. Here's what they did. They took $1.1 billion of the sales tax now collected at the pump that goes to the schools. They took that money away from the schools and said, you know what, we're going to put it into the roads. So the Speaker was asked earlier tonight, how are you going to replace that lost revenue? And he did not give the details on where they were going to find the money in the budget, but he said we're going to go into the state budget and we'll find the money and we'll hold the schools harmless. Promise made, promise kept. The school officials tonight have their fingers crossed that is exactly what will happen next week. We'll see.
Yeah, and the kids certainly deserve to have their funding restored as well, and so important for them to have that. Tim Skupik for us live tonight at our state's capital. Thank you.
Also tonight, a major water main break still causing serious problems in Oakland County. Hundreds of homes still without water.
Crews are working around the clock to fix this damage, but you know what? The situation is far from over. Fox 2's Tanisha Cordell joins us live from Novi with the latest. Tanisha, any hope in that neighborhood?
Oh my goodness, Rube, Taryn, everyone just gasping for breath, right? Hoping that all of this ends soon. And by the looks behind me, no chance. I mean, you can just see as we pan over to that gaping hole where this water main break is. I mean, no leeway there yet, and you can't make it out, but there's water still gushing and flowing down 14 Mile. And here's why. There's 7 valves that need to be shut off to really isolate that break. So far, crews have only gotten 6 of those valves shut off. And so crews out here are going to be working overnight tirelessly to get that last valve shut off and hopefully restore water to everyone stretching from Novi and other nearby cities very soon. Everyone here, like I mentioned, hoping that's by the morning. But again, this is a massive break. We're talking about 42 inches, and it's one of the major lines in Oakland County. So again, hundreds, thousands of people impacted, and roads, by the way, guys, still shut down at 14 Mile, as you can see, one way in and out of this subdivision. But between Welch and M5, that's still impacted, and that of course won't change until repairs wrap up. We did speak to several people earlier, just asking them, hey, how are you holding up dealing with this? Many folks have families, little children, some of them really calm and really trusting the city to do their jobs here, guys.
Just so much going on in my mind. It's all water right now in my mind, basically. Something that we use daily one day makes a huge difference. So with the 2 kids at home, it's difficult. And I know everyone's working very hard, but I'm hoping they can get this restored pretty soon.
So the main thing is everybody, I think, is wondering whether school is going to be open tomorrow or not, and when we're going to get the water back.
Now, here's the other thing. I mentioned this water main break causing lots of headaches, but, you know, a lot of people without water, unable to flush, unable to, you know, take a shower. We saw many of those families rush down to the Department of Public Works here in Novi, getting free water, again, to flush their toilet, to drink. You know, we'll have more on that coming up on the edge. But, guys, even if things get restored with that water by the morning, there's still a boiling advisory here across, again, stretching many cities. So again, people still having to boil that water, still not safe to drink. A lot on the line here. You have schools, you know, whether they're going to reopen in the morning. A lot of schools in Novi, again, just ready to put an update out by 6 a.m. in the morning. Novi High School homecoming festivities scheduled to kick off tomorrow. Rube, Taryn, not sure if that's going to be, but a lot of students for sure hoping that everything goes well.
And it's going to take some time. Obviously, we know they have to identify and then fix it. And as you said, still that boil water alert. So is that location, the Department of Public Works, tomorrow going to reopen and provide water if people bring their containers?
Yeah, you know what? That's still a thing, and we're still waiting to see. Everyone's been really looking at the city's website, waiting for those updates. Even the Public Works crew that we were, you know, talking to earlier, they're like, hey, do you know what time they're closing us up tonight? I'm like, well, it says 9 o'clock. And they're like, all right, well, we're stretching it to 10 just in case. So I think all of this is just by hourly updates. Everyone just hoping this crew can get those repairs done. You speak about those containers, Taryn, something I've never seen before. I mean, igloo, bottles, you know, coolers, right. Anything anyone could grab, they were taking it, and to get filled up again, to take showers, to flush their toilet, and again, take care of their families throughout this night.
Well, it's a smart idea, that's for sure. And hopefully people will be able to get through at least tonight and be able to get some more tomorrow as well. And this will wrap up quickly. Thanks so much, Tanisha.
A lot going on this day. A traffic stop escalates to stalking charges for a Dearborn man.
He apparently did not want to accept the ticket for loud exhaust, so police say he went off after the officer. Fox 2 is here with the story. You only see right here. Jessica, give it to us.
Taryn, Roop, all of this over a $200 ticket for a guy driving a $300,000 sports car. This was an unbelievable tirade during a traffic stop, and investigators say it didn't stop there. The 25-year-old started following that officer.
I'm never going to forget that. And it's going to stick in my head every single day. You're f***ed up. You're a piece of shit.
We're going to have to bleep out a lot of this, just so you know.
Chief, when you hear that,
it's wild, right? You know, the level of disrespect that we have for law enforcement.
All this allegedly started over a $200 ticket for loud exhaust a week before this month in downtown Dearborn.
Liar! Bring me your supervisor.
Okay, I'll take your driver's license.
I'm never rude to law enforcement. Today, you're going to make me lose it.
Police say behind the wheel of that $300,000 Lamborghini was 25-year-old Adam Hamedi, now charged with stalking the officer
officer who pulled him over and failing to obey a lawful order from police.
They gotta bring your supervisor, gonna look at you like a dumb. Hey, my bad, buddy. It's a V10. I'm sorry. I didn't know these things make noises, because I'll never have one.
Hamadi's rant went on like this for 20 minutes, dropped the N-word, homophobic slurs, and dozens of insults to that officer.
Give me your driver's license. You're lying because you're lying. Because if you were telling the truth, you would be pissed as You're a liar. You're a liar. He's a liar.
Then, Dearborn Police Chief Issa Shaheen says Hamadi showed up to a traffic stop involving the same officer twice to confront him like this.
You're gonna hate your life on this job. Every time you see me, I'm gonna make it hell. Do you want to with me? I'm gonna with you right back.
I wouldn't recommend bombarding an officer that is armed like that with that aggressive tone.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that to anybody.
Half my friends are cops in your department, okay? So cool.
The officer is just very calm.
Yeah, he did a phenomenal job. I would argue the majority of my officers would handle themselves that way. It's just the level of kind of professionalism we expect.
Like so many of my stories here on Fox 2, it doesn't end there. We happened to run into Adam Hamadi at Dearborn Police tonight. We wanted to get his side of things. He was very shocked to see us. This was all unplanned, and you'll see that tonight on The Edge at 11.
Well, lawmakers cut deals in Lansing, and so did TikTok. The White House says the app can stay in the U.S. for now. But is its future really secure? Our industry expert breaks it down next.